Long time no see, Amy.
Huh? Is this Alexandra?
It's been 10 years, right?
We haven't talked ever since I quit the badminton club in high school, right?
Yep, we didn't see each other much at school.
What do you want?
Why are you so cold? It's been so many years. Why not act a bit more glad to see me?
To be honest, nothing good comes whenever I talk to you.
What?
You seriously haven't realized? If there's something you need to say, then hurry up and say it.
Well, I guess you won't be very happy to hear the news I have.
What?
You see, I kind of stole your boyfriend.
What, my boyfriend?
It's already been 2 months, but judging by the way you're reacting, you hadn't noticed anything yet. Oh, you were so uptight in high school, participating in the student council and being the club leader and all. But it seems you're pretty dull when it comes to relationships.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying that your boyfriend is now mine.
But I haven't had a boyfriend in the past 3 years.
What?
I don't even have anyone I'm interested in, so I'm completely single right now.
Oh, it's no use lying.
Is that all you have to say?
Well, yes.
I'm pretty busy right now, so bye.
Wait, what? Amy?
Hi, Tyler. I'll be arriving at East Station soon, but do you know of any restaurants on the way to the wedding venue?
Hey, Amy, didn't you eat breakfast?
Yup. I want to eat something before I get to the wedding, but I don't want to spend too much time.
Oh, I see. If that's the case, there's a McDonald's right next to the station.
A McDonald's? Thanks for the info. I did want to eat something more proper before I got here, but...
The flight you were supposed to arrive on yesterday was canceled due to bad weather, right?
Yup. I was able to get here this morning on another flight, though, and started heading straight to the wedding from the airport. Sorry I wasn't able to prepare better. I couldn't even greet your new wife.
Don't worry about it. It's your first time visiting this place, right?
Yup. I always passed East Station by train, but this is the first time I actually got off.
Get here safely, aye?
Got it. See you later then. Huh? Why are you here? I wanted to get some fresh air before I wore the dress, which is when I saw... Oh my god, to think you would have come to ruin the wedding. Hold on, someone must have leaked information about the wedding. I didn't make it public on purpose because I didn't want anyone to bother us. I was planning on shoving it in your face after we got married and moved in together. I need to get rid of you as soon as possible.
This is the worst. Why is the old hag my husband got rid of at my wedding?
Alexandra, I was heading over to the room my family was at when you suddenly slapped me. Were the people with you your family? I was suddenly surrounded by multiple people and kicked out of the wedding. What is it you want to do?
Of course you were kicked out. Just because I stole your boyfriend doesn't mean you can cause a mess. And why were you heading to Tyler's family's room in the first place? Were you planning on convincing them to stop the marriage? There is no way that would work. I don't want you ruining such a happy day for us, so leave.
But I'm Tyler's sister.
What? His sister? Oh, are you trying to say that you're like a sister to him? You are so delusional. I actually kind of feel bad for you. I'm Tyler's wife now.
I had no idea you were Tyler's new wife. You have no idea how shocked I was when I found out.
What?
I saw that the wife had the same first name as you, but your last names were different, so... But your parents got divorced when you were in your last year of high school, right?
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
Which means that you must be using your mother's last name now. I guess I wasn't able to figure it out.
Who cares? Oh, just leave already.
It seems that arguing with you right now is pointless.
Get out of my sight!
Okay, tell Tyler I went home.
What? You're still saying you're his sister or something?
Where are you, Amy? The venue's only a 10-minute walk from the station. Even if you did have something to eat at McDonald's, shouldn't you be here by now?
Tyler,
Did you get lost?
you see, I was slapped by your wife and kicked out of the wedding ceremony.
What are you talking about?
Your wife was my junior at high school.
What?
She seems to view me as her enemy, so we don't really get along. Her last name changed when her parents got divorced, so I didn't notice she was your wife until I saw her.
Yes, but isn't kicking out the sister of the groom a bit too much?
Your idiot of a wife thinks for some reason that I'm your ex-girlfriend.
Huh? Why though?
You know how I sometimes came home from abroad due to work? We used to go out together sometimes while I was staying at the hotel near home, right? She must have seen that and mistook me for your girlfriend. 2 months after I returned, I got a text from Alexandra saying that she stole my boyfriend from me. I had no idea what she was talking about then, but I figured it all out once I saw how she was acting today.
Now that you mention it, Alexandra and I only started dating around the time you left. Which means that the only reason she started going out with me was because she thought she was stealing your boyfriend?
I honestly don't know what she was thinking. I'll leave it to you to decide what to do with her.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll be at the nearby Starbucks, so call me if you need anything.
Got it.
Amy? Can you explain what exactly is going on? Tyler's saying you're his sister?
You talk with Tyler?
Well, we talked, but when I checked the seating chart, your last names were different. I thought it was just some married woman with the same name as you.
I'm pretty sure Tyler already told you about this. Didn't he tell you anything about him having a sister who was adopted by one of his relatives on his mother's side?
Huh?
That relative ran a company in the United States. I found what they did to be interesting, which is why I decided to move to the US and work at that company. They acknowledged my skills, which is why said relative decided to adopt me so that I could inherit the company, which means that I know I have my mother's last name, and I no longer use the last name I used in high school.
Well, I guess I did hear something like that.
You always were like that. Pretending to listen to what others say, but not actually listening.
That's completely unrelated. I realize it was a misunderstanding now, so hurry up and return to the wedding.
Huh?
Well, you're the groom's sister, right? You have to come. It'll look like I kicked you out if you don't return.
But didn't you actually kick me out?
Well, the ceremony's already being delayed, so hurry up.
Should I return to the wedding?
Oh, hi, Amy.
I got a text from Alexandra telling me to return.
Yeah, actually, the wedding's gonna be canceled due to another reason anyway, so no need.
What?
I'm currently in the process of having Alexandra explain everything to me. So it's probably best if you don't return, since it'll only cause more trouble.
What happened? You sound like something more serious than just me being kicked out happened.
A guy who claims to be Alexandra's boyfriend came to the wedding and confronted me.
What?
Amy! Give me back my money! Tyler forced me to pay an alimony! He even made me pay for the wedding, which was cancelled. You're going to inherit your relative's company in the US, right? So you must have a lot of money, right? You'll help your adorable junior from high school, right?
Never in my life have I ever thought you were adorable.
What?
It seems that you're interpreting this differently. I remember clearly how you used to always harass me back in high school.
Oh, but that was because you stole my crush from me.
Huh?
That's why I stole Tyler from you. Because I thought he was your boyfriend.
I wasn't even interested in anyone back in high school, let alone have a boyfriend.
Huh? But weren't you going out with the president of the student council?
If you were talking about him, he had a girlfriend from another school.
What? I got that wrong too?
Alexandra. It's just misunderstanding after misunderstanding with you. So that's why you used to harass me back in high school? And why you decided to seduce Tyler even though you already had a boyfriend? Well, I guess you're now getting what you deserve after doing whatever you wanted for so long. You should probably reflect on your actions.
What? Just because things are going well for you doesn't mean that you can... Ugh! This is why I never liked you.
It's fine if you don't like me. Oh, I'll be suing you as well.
Why?
For slapping me at the wedding ceremony. And for insulting me and shoving me out. I'm already back in the States, so I hired a lawyer to take care of everything for me.
Oh, stop it! If I'm forced to pay any more money,
That's how serious everything you did up until now was. Goodbye then.
Ugh! You should all just go to hell!
In the end, Alexandra was forced to pay over $100,000 in debt. Her parents decided they wouldn't help her, and even cut ties with her in the end. Now, Alexandra has no one she can rely on, which is probably why she sent me a text telling me to lend her money. Of course, I didn't lend her any, and finally just blocked her. I heard from Tyler what happened after that, but it seems that a guy she used to go out with decided to lend her money. But it seems that the conditions were quite extreme. One day, Alexandra sent Tyler some sort of love poem. Quite an intense one, apparently. Tyler said that she's probably trying to reunite with him by making him pity her. But he said that it had the reverse effect. Apparently, he gave out a long sigh and finally decided to block her.
Hey, Lana. Long time no see. What's it been? 8 years?
Allison? What do you want?
What kind of greeting is that? Aren't you happy to hear from your dear little sister?
What kind of greeting were you expecting from someone whose last words to you were, "Never contact me again"?
Wow, somebody's grumpy today.
Spit it out, Allison. What do you want? I don't have the time or patience to just chat with you.
Okay, geez. Must be that time of the month.
You have 30 seconds before I block your number.
Ugh, this is exactly why men don't like you, Lana.
15 seconds.
Your husband's name is Harry, right?
Yeah? And?
I remember him from your wedding. And at that time, I thought, if he's interested in you, he's probably not at all that great of a catch. So I didn't give him much thought. But about 6 months ago, I just so happened to see you walking together with him in the park. And when I saw him, wow, he's actually really, really hot. So the next day, I met up with him at a hotel. And we've been seeing each other 3 times a week ever since.
I see. I figured that's what this was about.
Wait, aren't you surprised?
Our divorce was just finalized today. Apparently, he met the love of his life and needed to live his truth. So it was you, huh? I guess that makes sense.
Oh, I guess I don't have to explain it then. That saves me a bunch of time, LMAO.
It is what it is. I've already got a new place to live set up, and I'm gonna move my stuff in tomorrow morning. So if you're gonna move in with him, do it tomorrow afternoon.
Roger that. Man, you don't have any luck, do you? I'm prettier than you, more charming than you. Our parents love me more than you. You must have known that. You left home right after graduating from high school. And now it's happening to you again. Harry chose me over you as his true love. So, now you're getting pushed out of another house where no one loves you. Don't worry, I'll take real good care of Harry for you. Allison! You never told me there was a kid!
Oh, yeah, her. Wait, you really didn't know?
No! When I brought my stuff to Harry's house this afternoon, there was some little girl watching TV in the living room.
The girl with a bob haircut and a mole on her chin?
Yes! That girl!
That's Harry's daughter, Natalie.
What's the deal here? Don't kids always go with their moms in a divorce?
Not always. In our case, it made sense for Natalie to stay with Harry, so she did. If you want more details, go ask Harry yourself. It's none of my concern anymore.
Hold on! You mean I'm gonna have to deal with this kid in the house? She's just gonna get in my way!
If you don't like it, you can always break up with him.
We got married today.
That was fast. Well, I'm busy moving into my new place, so I'm gonna go.
Lana, you have to do something about this. You take the kid. How are we supposed to enjoy our life as newlyweds with some kid in the way? Lana, you have some explaining to do.
What now, Allison?
What's this about us having to move out by the end of the month? I like this house. I don't want to move. What's going on? It's our second day married and there's been nothing but problems.
Oh, you poor, poor thing.
Stop mocking me and start giving me some answers.
Ugh, Harry always was one to leave out the most important details.
What do you mean?
That house is actually employee housing owned by the company I work for.
Really?
I'm the employee, and I moved out. Did you think my company would just let him keep living there? There's a new manager starting next month who needs the house.
This is the worst.
Oh, and by the way, employees only have to pay 20% of the market rate for rent. Just so you don't get surprised when you see how much rent is due this month now that I'm gone.
Great. I guess we'll just have to move into employee housing from Harry's company.
Well, they don't have employee housing.
They don't?
So you'll just have to find an apartment and pay rent like the rest of us.
How much is the rent going to be this month?
We were paying $300 while I was there, so multiply that by 5.
1,500?
Wow, I'm impressed, Allison. Did you do that math in your head? I don't know what kind of place you had in mind, but on just Harry's income, you're probably gonna have to settle for something a lot smaller than that house.
No way!
And you should probably have a talk with Harry and Natalie about how you're gonna handle your lowered standard of living.
What do you mean?
Just so you know, when we were going through the divorce settlement, it was decided that I would get all of our savings as compensation for his infidelity. So Harry's gonna be pretty hard up for money for the foreseeable future.
No savings?
Also, his salary was lower than mine.
It was? Why is this happening to me?
I gotta get back to unpacking. Good luck with Harry!
Hey, wait!
Goodbye.
Hey, Lana, didn't you forget something? Something really important?
Did I leave something behind in the house?
No, not something, someone.
What?
Child support.
Child support?
You gotta pay child support for Natalie. She's your kid, so pay up. You'll be hearing from my lawyer soon enough. Let's see, $200,000 should be enough.
I'm not paying a cent.
Excuse me?
Allison, I have no legal obligation to pay child support for Natalie.
But you're her mother.
Ugh, didn't Harry tell you anything?
Tell me what?
I don't believe this. First, go ask Harry about Natalie. This is something for him to explain, not me.
Huh? Hey, Lana, what gives? You still haven't paid the child support you owe. Don't you feel bad for abandoning your own child like this? You deadbeat mom, LOL.
Ugh! Allison, I don't owe any child support.
Harry says we should get as much as we can from you. He's on my side. So hurry up and wire the $200,000, deadbeat.
Why don't you tell that to Natalie's mom?
But you're Natalie's mom.
Oh, you two really were meant for each other. An inept lying nincompoop and his brain-dead ditzy mistress.
Would you please stop insulting me and tell me what's going on?
Fine. Really, it's Harry who should be telling you this, but since you both seem to have the communication skills of a rotten banana, I'll tell you.
So tell me already.
Natalie isn't my child.
What?
Nothing against Natalie, but she's Harry's love child.
You mean he?
Yes, she's the daughter of Harry's first mistress. About a year ago, Child Protective Services came to Harry and said that her mother disappeared, so Harry was responsible for her. That was the first time I heard about Natalie's existence.
That sounds like a bad soap opera plot.
That's why I've been going back and forth about divorcing him for the past year. It wasn't Natalie's fault. I felt bad for her. So I cooked her meals, did her laundry, all that stuff. But for all intents and purposes, Harry and my relationship has been over for some time now.
Then why did you only divorce recently?
That's on Harry. He knew that divorcing me would mean losing my income in our house. So he wouldn't agree to the divorce, and our relationship was at a stalemate. But then, out of the blue, who should come along but you, Allison?
Me?
Once Harry met the love of his life, he suddenly became much more motivated to divorce me. Which brings us to where we are now.
Wait, don't tell me. Are you glad I took Harry from you? Are you happy that you got divorced?
Yep. But back to the topic at hand. I never legally adopted Natalie, so we have no official relationship, legal or otherwise. Harry always had sole custody of her. So, now that we're divorced, I have no legal obligation to pay child support for her.
No, come on. I thought we could use Natalie to get money out of you. Now what are we gonna do?
Yeah, I figured that's what all this was about.
Hey, Lana. We moved into a cheap studio apartment the other day. We all have to sleep in the same room, so I can't have any adult time with Harry. I don't have any privacy. Natalie doesn't listen to a thing I say. I hate this.
Sounds like you should just divorce him.
But I don't have anywhere else to go.
Uh-oh. Let me guess. Mom and Dad told you not to marry your sister's ex-husband, you did it anyway, and now they've cut you off. I bet Dad threw in a pot shot at me like, "Don't go chasing after your worthless sister's used goods," or something like that.
How did you know?
That's just about the only reason I could think of for you not being able to go back and live with Mom and Dad again.
Lana, can I Divorce Harry and come live with you?
Nope.
Why not?
I'm moving into company housing again. Only their employees and their spouses are allowed.
You're the only person I can count on. Please, you have to help me.
Allison, have you ever thought of just getting a job yourself?
Why would I do that?
If you can't make ends meet on one income, what other choice do you have?
But I don't wanna.
You have two choices. Choice number 1, divorce Harry and get a job. Choice number 2, stay married to Harry and get a job.
Is there a third choice?
This is what you get for being a spoiled brat who's never had to work a day in her life.
Hey, that's not true. I have so worked a day in my life.
Ah, yes, that one day when you showed up to work and quit an hour later? I hope you can last longer than that this time around.
Lana, please.
You're gonna have to get yourself out of this mess. Bye-bye. A few months after my divorce, my parents called me for the first time in about 10 years. They graciously invited me to move back in with them and take care of them once they got too old to take care of themselves. I guess they were planning on having Allison take care of them, and they only asked me since she wasn't an option anymore. I said no and hung up. Also, apparently Allison is infertile. I guess she should have thought twice about messing around with so many guys in her younger years. Those chickens came home to roost. When Harry found out, he divorced her right away and kicked her out of their apartment the next day. She tried running home crying to our parents, but they were still mad at her for marrying Harry against their wishes and sent her packing. I haven't heard or seen anything of her since then.